Is anybody seeing this? Trying to figure out live. Hey, Lee, can you send me the link so I could try to share? And I'm going to move my computer into the room with the Eufy make. Hello, Nick. Nice to see you. Barbara, nice to see you. Sorry for the messy room. Never done a live before. I'd like to move this into the photo room where I have the Eufy make. If somebody can post the live link into the previous video so others can find it, that would be helpful. I'm going to try to move and hopefully I can get on. Sorry about that, everybody. That was a complete failure. I wasn't able to change my camera over to my laptop in the other room, so I'm here to answer questions if you have them. Is everybody still there? Anybody hearing me? Thank you, Mark. I wish I could bring you into our photo room where I have the printer and the ultimate jig, but right now it's just going to be my talking head. Shipping costs I've got to look up, so I'll put them approximated on the original video as a comment for everybody. We're marking down shipping costs and including tax. Mark, we're proud of the price we were able to offer it. The core kit at $99 for Super Early Birds is amazing. It has 108 pieces in it. We really made everything to the highest quality possible, so we're super proud we were able to offer it at that price. Make sure to get on the mailing list so that you guys can get notified before everybody else and get the Super Early Birds before the public gets to them. Hey, Jeff, thank you. Sorry for my ugly face. Mark, that's wonderful. Thank you. Why don't I grab the components of the kit anyway so I could hold them up for you guys. If you don't mind me leaving one more minute, I'm going to run to the photo room and grab some stuff. Thank you, Lee. That would be amazing. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. I've got some show and tell. So, for those of you watching, let me show you a little bit of what the kit is and what it does, and I'll show you some of the pieces and how they work. Let me see if I can hold this up. So there is the Ultimate Jig XL on the mat. Sorry, those pens are just held by gravity. What you could actually see here, let me show you some of the components. So these are the fixtures that are the L's. And then you have the fixtures that are the straight lines, and each one of these has different offsets, and they're listed on there. Let me show you some of these. This one, for example, I'm trying to get it, has a 6 and a 4 on it. So it has a different offset from the center. Actually, the top has 6 millimeters to the center and the bottom 4. And that just better helps you to find the best alignment to fit your pieces. There are straights of different sizes. There are L's, and there are even cam locks. Let me try to do this in a way that you guys might be able to see it, that allow you to really rotate them in and find the right fit for your pieces. And then there's going to be plenty of 3D printable jigs. Let me get this in frame. Sorry, this is hard to hold. This one, for example, just holds pens, so you could print on pens. Let me show you what it looks like. So it's got pegs excessively. It doesn't need all those. And you could 3D print them and put as many as you want on the plate. There's also the Mini, made for the regular bed. And the wonderful thing is these things come off when you need a plain bed in 2 seconds. You put it on and you just swing the clips into place and affix them. Let me read some of the comments and I'll try to respond to you guys. Oh, as far as the measurements, it's a 5 millimeter tall mat. So you lose 5 millimeters out of the 60, which is pretty insignificant. And if you ever need that extra 5 millimeters, just take the mat off and print on your Eufy bed. By the way, there is a model of the regular bed that is going to be shareable online that you could print that's actually 5 millimeters lower, so you don't lose any height at all. We didn't make it for the XL bed because most people don't have printers that size, but if we have the request, we will be doing it. Let me show you some other things. One of the coolest things that it can do is when you set up the fixtures, you print on one side. This is a luggage tag for Jeff. The phone number's fake. And then you flip it over and print it on the other side with reprint without having to realign your artwork. It's just simple. Really wonderful. Mass batch productions like these guitar picks were simple with just setting up the jigs, putting 50 of them on the plate and flipping them over and printing again, and then putting in new blanks and printing again. So really wonderful. Let me see if I could answer any other questions. I'm glad Jeff's here also answering questions. Some background. This original idea was invented and designed by Jeff Turner, who's in the group. And Jeff's wonderful. He's been a long time beta tester and collaborator with Wham Bam. And he came to Wham Bam to make this a reality, us being very well known, of course, for making upgrades for 3D printers and beds and everything else. And it was right in our wheelhouse. And as far as silicon goes, we've been making slat mats for a long time and other products in silicon. We use first grade silicone. So this is a pure silicone apart from the colorant, first grade, and the UV ink overspray just peels right up. And if it gets into the holes, you just flex the bed. I wish I had a dirty one to show you right now, but I don't want to get up and lose time again. But you could peel it up, and if you ever have it in the holes, you just flex the bed and pop them out. Packing tape also works great to remove the excess overspray. I'm reading this all. Oh, let me tell you a little bit about your choice of fixtures. So we have the fixtures in 2 sizes. I'm covering the sizes. Let me get this up there. So hopefully you can see that in 5.0 and 2.4, they're identical fixtures. They just have a different top height. So let me pull these out. This is the 5.4, this is the 5.0, sorry, and this is the 2.4. And the whole point is the camera's focus will go up to 2 millimeters away from the highest object. So you use the 2.4 for 0.4 millimeter and taller parts, and you use the 5.0 for 4.8 and taller parts. And the camera will be able to focus on your part and you're fine. And if you get any thinner than that, we have the neodymium magnets and these backing plates, and I think you've all seen it in the video. You just put the magnets into the holes of the Ultimate Jig, and then you lay the backing plate on top and sandwich your flatter material in between there. So you're able to accommodate thinner material as well. Yeah, Jeff is wonderful, has been just key to developing this, an amazing collaborator and an amazing initial idea that we've developed for production together. So Beer Medic, I see Jeff's responding. Yeah, the core kit has 108 pieces. It has everything you need to get started with this. The double kit is for those of you with multiple machines. You could buy 2 at a discounted rate, simply 2 core kits. And the deluxe kit is the core kit plus a whole nother set of fixtures and cam locks. You get double the fixtures and cam locks. That's if you're really planning on filling your bed with small parts and you need a lot of them. And you get 10 calibration sheets for the XL and 10 for the Mini. And these are paper calibration sheets, so you can rerun a calibration routine anytime without buying more UV mats. So that's the difference between the 3 kits. And Mark, you're right. The things you can do with this kit are just unlimited. And even the beauty of, like I was saying, printing different jigs that'll hold your products without having to 3D print a whole bed and lining these up. We've put 15 of these on just straight up a bed and done 15 pens at a time. You can put a lot more if you want to. It's wonderful. And we have all different fixtures that we're making. We have some for artificial nails. We'll be doing some for golf balls. Those of you without a 3D printer, Jeff is going to be offering some services of pre-printing and sending them out. So hopefully he could supply also those that don't have 3D printers who need the help. These organizers are 3D printed. We shared the files on Cults as well, and you can 3D print those or contact Jeff to get them printed for you if you don't have a printer. Of course, the raised lettering was just done on the E1. Beer Medic, what's the pricing? If you get on Kickstarter early enough and you can get the super early bird, the core kit starts at $99. That includes tax because Kickstarter makes us include the tax in the price. So it's actually lower compared to our regular pricing on our website, which doesn't show tax. And it's actually 30% off for the super early birds for all price ranges. For the early birds, if you miss a super early bird, it's 25% off. And for the rest of the Kickstarter tiers, it's 20% off. So 30% off, 25 and 30. And you could buy extra add-ons, extra fixtures and kits, extra calibration sheets, extra magnets and backing plates. All of those are at 25% off, and they're available as add-ons anytime you like. Thank you, Lee, for the offer. I'll have Jeff reach out to you. Mark, the great thing about this is we've already manufactured and produced the first 1,000 kits. They're currently on the sea shipping to us. As soon as they get to us, we'll be inspecting everything and getting them ready. So our plan is to be able to ship the first 1,000 kits within 3 weeks of the campaign end. The campaign is only 4 weeks long, so we're really proud about the short shipping times. They guarantee there's almost no reason why we can't deliver in that time. After the first 1,000 kits are done, we still need to produce the others, so we're waiting to see the Kickstarter results. After the first couple of days, we'll put in a new production order, and probably any other kits beyond the first 1,000 will ship 3 or 4 more weeks after the first batch. Yeah, I'm a little worried about, well, not worried, I'm also very happy, we are, about all the people that signed up for the Kickstarter campaign. So I think the super early birds are really going to go fast. I do recommend everybody to be on our mailing list because we'll be telling you about the launch time 4 hours before the public knows. This will almost guarantee that you can get the super early bird pricing and get in on the first 1,000 kits, which is wonderful. Katerina, that's great to hear. We're really curious about the mix of who's going to be getting a double, who's getting a core, who's getting a deluxe. We've set our anticipated quantities, but we need to adjust them after we start seeing what everybody's reserving. What's the link to the jig? Are you talking about the, Travis, are you talking about the Kickstarter link? Let me send that to you. Here's the Kickstarter premiere. Here is the link to our mailing list. The Kickstarter, by the way, is just a premiere page with some very initial information on it. As soon as it goes live, it's going to have everything. Videos, the story, every single reward, all the parts included. So I can't wait for it to go live so everybody can really understand where we are with it. Let me pull up my pricing. I'm sorry. I don't want to say something wrong. It's going to take me a minute to give you the pricing. Jeff, I will do in 1 second. Okay, I'll show you the backside in a second. So the different pricing will be, just for everybody to know, upon launch, if you can get the super early bird, the core kit is $99. The deluxe kit is $151. The ultimate double pack will be $188. You save about $10 with the double pack. Extra set of fixtures and cam locks, that's 48 fixtures and 24 cam locks. A whole extra set of these is $50. Set of backing plates and magnets, let me show them to you. A whole set of these is only $14. That's a really bad view. And an extra set of calibration sheets, 20 plus 20, is $26. Hopefully that gave you an idea of the price. Jeff is telling me to show you guys the back of the mats. So this is the mini mat, we call it, and the back is smooth. And you can actually use this to print, to calibrate. You could use it to clear your clogs, flush whites. Anything you print on this thing just peels right up. It's amazing. No, the calibration sheets are not in the core kit, but you could buy them as an add-on. They are in the deluxe kit. And the purpose of the calibration sheets are whenever you need to recalibrate your machine, you take off the mat, you put a calibration sheet over this. Eufy make, when they sell you their reusable or their disposable mats, they come with a calibration sheet already on it. But since you won't be buying those anymore, we wanted to give you the calibration sheets, and they are a sheet exactly like Eufy makes sheet, but with Wham Bam's logo on it. And you put it on top and you run the calibration process, and then you put your mat back on, and you can then recalibrate and re-zero if you want to a fixture on the bed. You can print your own nail decals. You can print your own nail decals also. I don't have it here. We made a holder for the artificial nails that are on the webbing, and you could 3D print that and just put the whole plate of whatever it is, 40 nails down, and print all of them together. Thank you, Lee. Yeah, slab mats have been one of Wham Bam's biggest selling product because it's just so versatile. I wish I had everything with me, but the high grade silicone just makes it that nothing sticks to it. Paints, resins, it doesn't burn. You can put a soldering iron tip on it for 4 minutes before it even shows a mark. We developed them originally for resin printing, so when it comes to UV printers, it's the same type of materials, and no resins stick to it. They just peel right up. Also, a great point that Jeff pointed out is our Mega Slat Mat. I can get you the link, but our Mega Slat Mat fits perfectly under the Eufy Make E1. And as the beta testers know, there was some loss of resin, and that could stain your work surface. And by using a Mega Slat Mat underneath, you're just further protecting your work surface. So there's another great feature. Maybe we'll put that in as one of the bonus Kickstarter rewards. I'm going to pull up the slat mats so you guys have them. Here's a link to our slat mats, and on there you can find the Mega Slat Mat. It's the largest one. Katerina, I believe you could torch glass and substrates on the mat, but you know what? I'm going to have to test it with a torch to see if you're really at the blue cone in the torch, which is the highest temperature. You might risk damaging the mat or discoloring it, but it's worth a test. So the pen jigs are available to download already on Colts. And if you don't have a 3D printer, once again, Jeff is going to have a store up where he can supply them for you. You guys know the printer very well, but we made a whole production of phone cases, and with the jigs, all we had to do was lift them out and put them back in and reprint. No more snapshots in between prints, no more time lost laying things out. Really amazing. Did that for a whole series of two-sided business cards with 2 different graphics. Did that for so many items. I think it's amazing. Once you get the jig, you're going to find out that it's limitless. Yeah, if you guys can look in the comments, Jeff just posted the link to his shop. That's where he'll be selling any of the jigs, the organizing bins, anything that's 3D printable. In case you don't have a printer, he'll make sure that it's available to you. It was very nice of Jeff to step up and do that. It's psycho3dshop.etsy.com. We're not releasing the jigs to print at home because one of Wham Bam's principles is if we could make a product which you could print on your own printer, we'd just rather put the files up and let people share them and print them. we only go into production if we could have a real advantage to mass production, materials, quality. The purpose of this jig is to be made in silicone and all the fixtures in silicone. That way overspray just peels right up. If you saw the video, even on the fixtures, it just peels up so easily. So the silicone makes it eternal, basically, or as long as it you can keep it clean and use. If you 3D printed them, your holes are going to fill up and your parts are going to get covered. And at that point, you're possibly wasting money because you could just be using the Eufy mat. We do have, by the way, something really nice. If you are a designer and skilled and have a 3D printer, we have a whole series of guides and 3D print or 3D models of our pegs and our holes. So you could create your own fixtures, and you can create anything you need to be able to hold custom parts on the jig without our help. We're planning on making a lot more ourselves, you know, golf ball holders and all different holders for strange forms. Hopefully we'll have them up soon. If anybody has anything they'd really like us to make as a fixture, let us know, and we'll try to 3D model it and get it up on the cult site. Yeah, Jeff and Lee do get together after this. You're both wonderful contributors, beta testers, collaborators with Wham Bam. I appreciate both of your inputs. Dear Medic, yeah, the phone cases, the fixtures to fit the phone cases, to fit the pens and everything else. If you can't 3D print them and we have them on our website, Jeff will be supplying those. Jeff also has the low profile beds already. So if you want for the mini, I don't think you're doing the XL yet. You'll need a giant printer for that. But we have made a low profile bed that's 5 millimeters lower than this, so that you actually lose 0 height by using our system. Yeah, we can't wait to see what the community does with unique jigs for our system. Jeff's absolutely right. We're encouraging everybody to make tons of different jigs. Once the system's out there in the wild, I think you're going to see thousands of different options to download and print, or contact Jeff about getting a printed piece sent to you. And of course, once you get the printed piece, you can customize it on your Eufy Make yourself if you like. So possibly, I don't know what Jeff's agreement is going to be. He might just sell with and without the printing, whether you want it already done or ready to print. I think I'll give it another 5 minutes and wrap it up. If anybody has any questions, I just don't want this to be boring, and all you're seeing is my workshop behind me, unfortunately, with parts that I'm beta testing in the back and parts of products I've designed on the back rear. Lots of crap all around. So sorry about that. Which filament is needed for the jigs? T. Kruger is asking. I guess you're talking about which is best to print on. I would suggest, if your printer is able, do it in PETG, because it's nice and rigid and it's a little bit non-stick. But if you want absolute non-stick, go for nylon or polypropylene. Mark, thank you. We appreciate that comment very much. Does anybody have any other questions? Any questions about Wham Bam? I know some of you don't know us because you came from a different field of UV printing and crafting. Wham Bam, for those of you that are 3D printing, is pretty well known in the community. We're 8 years old. We're over 8 years old now, and we've really built up a whole range. I think we have 300 plus SKUs of innovative products. And our main point of Wham Bam has always been to create products which resolve people's pain points in 3D printing, crafting, and making, with unique solutions at a fair price. So that's Wham Bam. And if you look us up, you'll find a lot of information on us. Worried about the heat from the UV printer? You're talking about if you 3D printed something, PETG will hold up. We haven't had any of our custom fixtures warp from the heat of the 3D of the UV printer. That's no problem. Lone Star, thank you. Looking forward to you getting one. All of you. I can't wait to see what you do. And I beg of everybody, when you get your kit, post on social media and tag at Wham Bam Systems. I'll write it for you. Tag us and put some photos on social. Let people know it's out there. Let them know what it is. It would be a great service to us all. We've been working for 9 months or more on this thing with a team of tons of people, getting this Kickstarter campaign going, getting the production to be the best it can, beta testers testing the heck out of the system. I think we really have a great one. Hello, PPC now. Nice to see you, Super Vendors. Yeah. The drama is on. Taxes are getting high, and it's affected everything that our business does. We at Wham Bam design and do all the R&D, the marketing, the sales, the tech support, the fulfillment from the USA here in the USA. But all of our products are produced in China in our own factories, and the tariffs have become a nightmare for us, unfortunately. I think everybody's probably bored of seeing my face for all this time. So let me know if you have any more questions, and I'll be happy to answer them. Oh, PPC now is Brenda. Hello, Brenda. As far as X-Tool and Longer, we would love to make the system for them. I mean, if we make the system, all of our fixtures will work on the new products, but the bed has to change. This is not the size of the X-Tool nor Longer bed, nor is our XL. So if any of you get an early machine, please contact us. We'd like to have people help us measure the machine so we can make a custom mat for the new machines and expand our line to cover all of them. And hopefully once that's done, everything we're creating is repeatable. All of the 3D models we're sharing, you put it on for the X-Tool or the Longer. Our fixtures and cam locks and magnets will all work on both machines. So if you have two of them, you'll just interchange them easily. We just have to create custom mats and clips for them. Lone Star has printed the lower bed from printables. Yep, that's the one that we created, and myself and Jeff, and he's posted a printable, so that's great. It's working great. Leah, it's great to see you in text. I'd like to see you in person. Give a call sometime. It's been a while. Brenda, thank you. We will. I'd love X-Tool to send us one. I mean, the biggest question is going to be with X-Tool and Longer if they're going to respect our brand and want to work with us as a third-party manufacturer of upgrades for their kits and machines, or if they are going to try to knock us off. And unfortunately, we've seen that happen for every one of our products. I hope that X-Tool is a big enough company that they would not do that. We're trying to protect our IP. We are the ones that spent all this time, effort, money on R&D, and it wouldn't be right. I really hope that Longer follows suit. Yeah, the cam clips are available also in tall and low. Let me show you the cam clips. I saw that Mark was asking about that. Here are the cam clips, and there is both. Oh, let me get my hands out of the way. The 5mm, I can't do this mirrored. The 5mm, this is the 2.4 and the 5mm. So you could do the cam clips with the very low profile parts or with a high profile parts, and they come in a variety of different sizes and shapes. So even within the 5.4 2.0. There's a large cam lock and a small one. So they work well with that. I hope that answered the question. Thank you, Brenda. We need all the witnesses possible, and we need all the proactive voices telling the companies and the community that they should go with a Wham Bam product for their future ultimate jig solution, and get people off of the idea that we should just be knocked off by anybody who wants to. It's a shame. Thank you all. So I guess we'll close up now. It was wonderful to talk with everybody and chat with you. So thank you. Thank you, Jeff, for joining in. Lee, everybody who's joined in, thank you so much. I hope this was interesting, my first live cast. So maybe I'll arrange it to be a little bit more prepared for the next one. Try to do it in the room with the Eufy Make and show you guys everything about it. Have a great day, everybody. I'm going to close up. Bye-bye.